If you want to be able to read or gauge someone's sensitivity level, I'm going to teach you how using face readings. So in face readings, you have cheeks and jaws, and cheeks represent emotions. Jaws represent awareness. Okay, so see how it's round here? The more you have this cheek, whether it's protruding out or if you don't smile, but then when you smile you have these big round ones, maybe they don't protrude out as much, but they're still there. That accounts for emotions. This, the wider this area is, the more awareness a person has. That's why I often explain to you guys, like, if you're dating or if you have a business partner, unless it's the complete opposite where one person has a lot of width here and the other person is completely skinny, or if both people match, you're going to have issues. If it's like in the in between, then it doesn't match. So what happens is with opposites that have a lot of awareness, they can do different jobs that the other person doesn't want to do. When both people match, then they can do it together. And sometimes they'll like split the work in between. But the rest of the face has to have similarities too. So technically, women are more emotional, but typically men are more sensitive. So this is emotion and this is sensitivity. And by sensitivity, that also accounts for awareness, meaning men often will sit in the back or on the side, being able to view the door or the entrance and taking a look at the traffic that's coming into a restaurant, where women have more like sweetheart shaped faces and will turn their back towards the entrance of the restaurant. But maybe she will. So he has that awareness, and that's why men have wider jaws typically. This is also like relevant in like people with pattern recognition and quant fields, finance bros. So a lot of people have it, but it also, like I said, it accounts for pattern recognition, awareness, and sensitivity. This is emotion. So like, think I feel like you don't like me. I feel hungry. I feel sad. This is I sense something's wrong. My spidey sense is tingling. I see and I'm aware of how many people, that there's 50 people in this room. You know what I mean? Is that making sense? And so the sensitivity part is being aware of what's happening. I'm going to hate saying this, but like that's why women have some tendencies to be unaware and men have that tendency to be hyper vigilant and aware. This is obviously being a little sexist and misogynistic and like putting people into categories just for the sake of face readings, and no one come after me. It just has to do with typically. However, someone like me has both. If you see, like, even if I smile, it does go in a little bit, but for the most part, it kind of goes, it's like more squared. I have more of a squared shape. When I turn, I have a little bit more protrusion in the chin, but for the most part, it's pretty, And that accounts for the fact that I have a lot of awareness, a lot of emotion. So I have a lot of sensitivity and emotion. I have to have things, I had to learn how to self-regulate that in order so that I could be consistent with myself in my work. Otherwise, my emotions could take charge because of my awareness of what was happening. Hopefully I didn't go on too much of a run on today because I'm a little still under the weather. Okay, you know what to do. Like, share, follow.